Hi everyone! Today we are going to be talking about opening up an eBay store, and is it for you? First off, my name is Karen with the Thrifty Flamingo. If this is your very first video, welcome. If you're returning, I always love to see you. So I've been asked this question many times, what's the benefits of having an eBay store? Should I take the plunge? What's going on? So I decided to make this video to clear things up a little bit, and I even took some notes on it. So I'm going to be reading some things off of paper because I really had to organize my thoughts on this. I do own an eBay store. For a long time, I was an individual seller. I have been on eBay since 2008, but it wasn't really my main focus back then. In 2007, I started my own business. I started an Etsy store where I created clothing. So I do have a background in fashion. My grandmother was a seamstress, so I grew up learning everything about that. So I started creating my own clothes and selling them on Etsy. So when I opened up, started eBay as an individual seller, it was pretty much just for the overflow of my Etsy store, products that I wasn't using anymore or, had purchased and then decided, not going to use it. So I had two things running, but it really wasn't my main focus. I stopped creating my own fashion a couple of years ago. It just takes way too long to create one item. It took me, on average, maybe 2 weeks to come up with one thing. From conception to creating it and final product, 2 weeks, one item. That's not going to pay the bill. So that's just a hobby, and I still love fashion. So that's why I really love reselling, because it's very similar. Yeah, I'm not creating the items that I'm selling, but I'm still selling clothes. So let's talk about an eBay store. To store or not to store? That is the question. So, to my handy dandy notebook. Be organized. Isn't that the truth? So, eBay store versus individual. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about just a basic store. That's the subscription that I have. And that's where you start when you open up an eBay store. So we're just going to talk about the entry-level eBay store, the basic store. So for a basic store, it's $25 a month, or $20 a month if you pay for the year. So if you pay for the year, you save $60. That's always a good thing, saving money. But the good thing about having the $25 a month fee is if you're not sure right now, even after this video, you're not sure if you really want to, spend $25 a month and open up an eBay store, you could try it out. You could do it at least for Q4, Christmas time. You can try it for a couple of months, and if it's really not your thing and, you're not getting as many benefits as you should out of it because how many listings you have, then you can easily go back to being an individual seller. So if you just want to try it out, pay the $25 a month. So with the basic subscription, what you're going to have is you save on insertion fees. Now, I know that eBay runs all these promotions all the time, and they give you penny insertions here or listed in that category, free insertion they always do that. So as an individual seller, you either have to pay an insertion fee or you have to hunt down all the promos. And now as a store, you get 250 free insertions for fixed price, and you get 200 free auction. So that's 450 listings that you don't have to hunt down, and activate any promotions. You don't have to, get pennied to death if it's one of those penny promotions. It's free insertions. So as an individual, if you don't activate any of the promotions for insertion fees, it is a 30-cent insertion per item. And think about the math behind this. This is where my paper's coming up because I can't remember numbers all that well. So 30 cents times 250. My free 250. So for 30 cents, for the same 250 listings, you would be paying $75 in insertion fees. So this is easy math. $75, $25. Obviously, that $50 difference is pretty big. So the insertion fees alone, if you're listing enough items and you're listing up to the 250, even more, because I know a lot of people do mix and mingle, auction and fixed price. It depends on what the item is. So up to, even with the auction, 450 items, it's going to pay for itself just in insertion fees. So that's the first thing I want you guys to consider. Next thing, owning an eBay store allows you to create categories within your store. Now, this is very, very helpful when you have a lot of product. When you just have a handful of items in your store and all your items fit on 1 or 2 pages, it's not a big deal. But when you have pages and pages and pages and hundreds of items, you kind of want to have them categorized so it's easy for somebody to find exactly what they're looking for. It also looks, in my opinion, I'm eating my own hair. In my opinion, it looks more professional. Think about when you go on a website and you're looking for a pair of jeans, and you go to your favorite store's website and you go to the jean page and it populates every single pair of jeans and it's like 250 jeans and you're like, "Pooh." So obviously you're going to go to the sub menu and you're going to say, I want skinny jeans or I want bootcut jeans, and that's going to narrow down the field. They give you categories on the side and they give you filters on the side. So it makes your store look more professional. So the categories are my eBay store. They're right on the side. And you can set that up however you want. I just have women's, men's, games, movies, toys, electronics, kids, etc., etc. You're also allowed to have subcategories within the categories. So for my store, when you click on women's, it's going to bring you up with the way I set it up is you're going to have all your sizes. You're going to have tops small, tops medium, tops large, etc., etc. So you can have subcategories within the categories. Another benefit to having your store with categories is SEO, the search engine optimization. Google actually picks up on your store categories easier with its algorithms. And so does Kissimmee, eBay's search engine. Kissimmee favors categories. So once you open up a store and you start taking all your items and putting them into the categories that you created, you're going to notice that when you search your own item, you're going to get a boost in rank. You're going to make it higher up on the search results because it's easier for the algorithm to pick up on actually what you're selling, and it's going to put it higher up. I don't make algorithms. I just try to help them along a little bit. So, next benefit to having a store. Oh, these are in no particular order. I was just kind of like scribbling my ideas on the paper. So don't think I'm like ranking these as importance. I should have stated that in the beginning. So that brings up number 4. Number 4 is you have an option of running sales. Now, it's great that you have an option to, and these sales can be anything. You control your sales. So you can either say, okay, my entire store is 25% off. You could pick a category. You could say, wow, it's the end of summer and I really want to start moving the rest of my bathing suits. I'm going to make all my bathing suits 50% off, but everything else is full price. So any fixed price item you can put on sale. It could be your entire store. It could be like 2 items. whatever. You have the option. It can be a percentage. It could be a dollar amount. You could say $5 off everything. It's up to you. This is your store. You run it as you see fit. So I love running sales. I love running sales. I like running sales on a Sunday and every other in the middle of the week. Usually, like, I have a wacky Wednesday. eBay also lets you save your sale preferences and name them for you. So when you go to run a sale again, you could just say, okay, I'm going to activate Wacky Wednesday. And it's 40% off, which is actually pretty good. That's savings, you know. So yeah, you have an option of running a sale, and anybody who follows your store gets those notifications. Number 5. This is actually going to help your pocket. Number 5. Running an eBay store, you have lower final value fees. As an individual, they're set, and I don't remember what they are. And still on an eBay store, it still matters what category it's in, and it depends. So for lower final value fees, you're paying 4 to 9%. And, you know, depending on the category. So that's substantial. That's more money that's going into your pocket and not eBay's pocket. So yeah, lower final value fees. Flipping my page. I bet you some of you right now are like, I'm going to get an eBay store. You're pulling out your tablets and you're already signing up. So running a store, you get a quarterly coupon for eBay shipping supplies. Now, I know a lot of people laugh at this coupon and they're like, oh my goodness. As a basic store, you get $25. Like, $25, thank you. It's included though. You know, if someone's going to give you $25 to get items that you're going to use anyways, what are you going to do? Not use it? Of course you are. You know, so you have to buy the eBay supplies from the link that they give you. It's a specific store and it's all eBay branded logo stuff. So I know when you go higher in stores and you get like flagship stores and like the more expensive ones, your coupon becomes larger as well. But as a basic store, you get $25 every quarter. So every 3 months, you get it in your emails and you spend it as you please. This past coupon, I got these lovely eBay bubble mailers. They're not bad. Like, they're branded. They got the eBay on it. This was completely free. I believe I got 30 of them. See? Numbers. No good. That's why they stay on my phone and they stay written down and they stay in my bank account. Like, they just don't stay in my head that much. So, bubble mailers, you use them, right? You use them all the time. These are great for jeans. These are really good. I really like these ones too because they're reusable by the buyer. You put it down and you do the first tab, so then they open up here, but then there's another sticky thing so they can reuse it. I'm all about reuse, recycle. I reuse my boxes as much as possible. I mean, look what I do. I take used clothing and I sell it. I'm all about like reusing and revitalizing something. So this makes me happy. They have, you know, just regular mailers. They have boxes. They have tape. They have stickers and anything. So you can use your $25 as you please. All right, almost done. So last one is you do save on shipping when you own an eBay store. Now, this is not a humongous, substantial amount of money. We're literally talking like pennies and dimes here. But when you start selling, you know, a lot of items, because this is what we're all trying to do. We're trying to build our business, so we're pumping out, and we're constantly selling. You know, so when you're shipping like a lot of items every single day, change adds up. So you do save on shipping when you purchase your shipping label through eBay. So you should be doing that anyways and not taking it to the post office and, you know, having them weigh it. So you save on that. it doesn't matter what shipping it is, you save something. So I like that one. Why not, right? There are other things that could be viewed as benefits. I kind of just outlined some of the big ones. Some obviously are a little bit more important than others. So if you want to have an eBay store, go for it. Try it out for a little bit. Why not? I took the plunge. When did I do this? Me and my husband decided to go from individual seller to full-time seller a little over a year ago. Because the eBay is both of our babies, so actually, if you look at the store, it says like we sell anything like unique, fun, and geeky. So he likes to sell a lot of toys. We just sold, and I am not exaggerating, a 2-foot long Millennium Falcon, like Star Wars. Yeah, thing was like humongous. He found it. He's so good with his toys. Boys and their toys, right? He found this Millennium Falcon in our dumpster. Well, not in the dumpster. Like we live in a condo, so it was propped up against like the fence. He was throwing out the trash, and he was like, "Oh my goodness!" So he comes bringing home the trash, and we put batteries in it. It worked. We took that and we sold it for $150. Definitely didn't fit into here. But yeah, so we both list on it, and Poshmark's my baby, eBay's our baby. So and this is a personal choice, whether or not I prefer it. I like it. I like having the option. I categorize my store. I run sales. I like it. I feel like it's more of a business, and I'm not just slapping things online and saying, hey, come buy my stuff. It makes it look a little bit more professional. Oh, bonus! I forgot to add this to my list. You can also customize your store. You can use like HTML and like make it look all pretty and stuff. You could put, if you have a logo, you might notice it's the same thing that I use for YouTube. I should probably make it look a little better than that. So I really hope that you guys got some value from this, and I've cleared things up. If you have any more questions about it, leave it in the comments below. If you have any opinions about, your eBay store, or if you sell individual, definitely leave it in the comments so we can all learn from one another. So if you've enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you are new, thank you for sticking around so long, and I would love to see you back again. So please subscribe to my channel and join the flock. I will talk to you guys next time.